Hey guys, Mike here at Carolina Aquatics. We just put away a big African shipment again, which is always exciting, a little nerve-wracking until it's here and out of the bags, but excited to show you some of the cool stuff we got in. One of them is something, once again, I've never seen before. I know I'm doing this a lot, but the other week we showed you the freshwater pistol shrimp we got from Southeast Asia. I decided I wanted to top myself and do something even crazier, and we got in freshwater hermit crabs from Africa. And these are aquatic hermit crabs, just like you see in many marine tanks. You know, they're bottom grazers, they move around, you find them in almost all tropical marine environments. But these guys have adapted to live in mostly freshwater lagoons and light brackish areas in Africa. Something I had heard about long ago, never seen available on a list. We had to ask and work on trying to get these in, and after a long process, we were really excited to see how active and interesting they are when they came in. They're big, really, really cool, have interesting shells, and seem to be doing really well. These guys should be very easy to take care of, like most marine hermit crabs. Basically, just give them lots of structure to climb around on. They'll do well in groups. They're not aggressive towards each other, and they'll eat pretty much anything. So they're a great scavenger, but really they're so cool and unique that they make for their own display animal or in a light brackish tank with some other real oddballs. Probably the coolest fish we got in, and an absolute must for monster fish keepers to see these, is some of the giant enlicheri bichers we got in. I've always been a fan of bichers, polypterus, bashirs, whatever you want to call it. That's probably the most mispronounced freshwater fish name there is. I can't say there's one way correct to say them or not, but regardless of how we call them, these guys came in massive. A lot of bichers in recent years have been aquacultured in Southeast Asia, so I'm used to seeing really small ornitopinus or really small other species, and they're really cool as babies, but the big monster adults coming from their wild habitat in West and Central Africa is really cool to see. So I want to show off probably the biggest enlicheris I've ever seen. These guys are just massive, powerful fish. Look at the size of the head on this guy. And you can really see at this size how prehistoric these fish are. These fish predate the dinosaurs. This whole family, Polypteridae, is so interesting and so ancient. There's a really extensive fossil record of them because they're so bony, but really unique fish, incredibly sturdy. This enlicheri, he's showing off a nice pattern. He's just out of the bag, so he's a little spooked, but they're really powerful fish and impressive for any monster fish keeper or hobbyist who loves gigantic fish. You've got a huge tank. These guys are just a total centerpiece fish. So yeah, these guys come to us from Nigeria, and we're just super pumped to see these big, healthy, beautiful fish here. Any stores that are looking for a display animal to show off what you have or what you can get to your customers, this is a pretty impressive specimen. Another really cool oddball we got in from this shipment, and something again I've never seen before, is an interesting crab species that seems to be mostly aquatic. We're calling them West African armored crabs. I don't have an exact species ID yet, but they're really, really cool looking. Awesome color, really interesting armored carapace, and they seem to be peaceful towards each other, unlike some of the other crab species out there that immediately want to tear each other to pieces when they put them together in a tank. So these were really neat. I definitely see them doing well. They seem to be pretty docile and good size. So something unusual and interesting. Anytime we see something like this available, I like to try them out and see how they do. I see the golden colored claws. Interesting little pattern there. They've got like spiky, almost hair-like on the carapace. Cool looking crabs, and definitely noticed in recent years that freshwater inverts like this and oddballs often coming from kind of the